kidding, folks. She got all of 226 votes in the Electoral College. Kamala Harris is with us here on Kale and Company. Kamala, good morning. How are you, dear?
What are you so happy about? I don't understand.
Because I voted against you.
Yeah, well, figures. Well, it's certainly isn't a fine morning, like Nancy would say, is it?
No, it's not. But I do give you credit for coming behind enemy lines in defeat and facing the music. So let's start with this right off the top, dear. How stunned are you by losing and losing in the fashion you did? Because I've heard reports that you didn't even have a concession speech written up entering yesterday at Howard University.
You know, Toe, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty stunned. I'm pretty stunned. Look, we raised $1 billion. All right. I've never even seen that much money up close. You know, the fact that we were able to raise that money, all right, and the people didn't listen to Beyonce, you know, they didn't listen to Usher, they didn't listen to Cardi B. In fact, you know, the Black community is listening. Let me ask y'all something. Who would have been better for y'all? Because I'm trying to sort this out. I can't even understand how you can sit there at a rally, get a free Megan Thee Stallion concert, have her booty, you know, shaking and everything. I paid for all of it. So, you know, I don't know where I went wrong. This is definitely something that we need to discuss. I don't think that the American people understand the mistake that they just made. And, you know, I got to tell you, Toe, I'm pretty stunned. I'm pretty stunned. And like you said, you know, I didn't have a speech ready. Hillary told me that we got it in the bag. You know, Obama looked worried from day one. He never, you know, he never believed in me. You know, and we can speak openly now. He never believed in me. He thought that he could, you know, he should let Big Mike run. But you know, I just don't understand. You know, was it the collard greens? I can't make sense of it. I don't know what happened, where we went wrong. You know, I was furious. Hillary was mad in 2016. She threw a chair out the window. I threw Hillary out the window. This was embarrassing. This was embarrassing. She's fine, by the way. Nothing keeps that woman down. She fell on Bill's cigar stash. You know, she's all right. She has a few bumps and bruises, but yeah, I'm still in a bad mood.
Understandable. Do you believe America rejected you because we are a racist and sexist country?
I believe in my country. I don't think that that's what happened. I think Joe Biden sabotaged me.
Uh-oh.
You know, I don't know if it was retribution for all the times I didn't put the diaper cream on. I don't know if it was because we didn't let him run. I mean, he wouldn't have won. If I didn't win, he wouldn't have won. And I firmly believe that. But, you know, I think that calling people garbage, it was just a nail in the coffin. You know, and look, I know I told people that they were at the wrong rally because, you know, someone said Christ is king or whatever, but I thought he was all forgiving, huh? I thought he was all forgiving. What happened? Christ loves everyone. I didn't think that it was going to be a big deal. I'm just, you know, I'm furious.
Oh, man.
It's not funny.
At least you can laugh it off, though, dear. So Kamala Harris is joining us, and I wanted to ask you about this. Do you now realize that Tim Walz, your husband, Doug Emhoff, as well as white dudes for Harris are really not the definition of masculinity?
Look, Tim and Doug are both fine women. All right. They're both really, really great. But, you know, I gotta say, he really messed up with the horses. He really messed it up with the horses. I mean, this isn't my fault. Toe, you got to understand, like, this is Beyonce's fault, Cardi B's fault, Usher's fault, Joe Biden's fault, Jill's fault, Barack's fault, you know, Tim and Dougie. I did everything I was supposed to do.
Oh, man.
I followed their playbook. So, you know, I don't understand what both these women want from me. From, you know, Doug, I couldn't get him to convince Ella to take one shower. Not one. Not for any of the... You know, it was just nobody wanted to play ball. Nobody wanted to play ball. I don't understand this obsession people have with Donald Trump or this love they have for him and his people. You know, no matter what that man does, these people stood by him. And you know, quite frankly, I'm a little jealous. I never had that loyalty. I never had that respect. And we can damn sure agree on that, me and you both. That is not the definition of masculinity. I'm gonna go back in my timeline and think about Willie Brown and see what I could have done different.
Speaking of that, I was just going to ask you, your days are numbered here as the vice president. What will you do once you officially become unemployed on January 20th?
Look, it's not over till the fat lady sings. All right. I'm trying to work on a contingency plan here. But it's just been a very overwhelming couple of days. I just want to drink. I just want to relax a little bit. I haven't worked this hard ever. In all my collective years of being attorney general, when I was pretending to work, and all my years of being a prosecutor, I never worked this hard. I mean, I was only getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. That's that was uncalled for. But, Toe, I was thinking, maybe you can get me a job.
Oh.
We get along. Maybe we could run the radio or something. What do you think about that?
We'll look into that.
Dawn, she's trying to take your job.
He's trying to become the news anchor on the show. It's unbelievable.
I mean,
Why would you assume that a woman would take a woman's job?
man.
Maybe she's going to take one of y'all's jobs.
Pamela and Company.
Sorry.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
Company. That'd be amazing.
You should consider it.
Okay.
And if, you should consider it.
We'll have a meeting in the conference room at 10:05.
Okay.
Last one for you, because I know you have a lot of other interviews that you're going to do. Because
I have no interviews. I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, it's very interesting.
I'd like to have more interviews.
Yeah.
Now that I'm up for it, nobody wants one.
Yeah.
Nobody wants one. So you know what?
Yeah.
That's
But I'm up
America.
for it. No
Yeah. We've seen Hillary carry the burden of losing to Donald Trump every day for the last 8+ years. So the question for you is, as we let you out the door here and, you become unemployed and God knows what you're going to do for the rest of your time
All
on
right,
Earth.
settle down.
Yeah.
So, you're putting salt on the wound now.
Right. That's what we do here. How do you remain unburdened by what has been for the rest of your life?
I'm not sure yet. I gotta say, I feel pretty burdened right now. I am angry at America. And the worst part about this is I convinced some of these people that they're in big trouble. So, I got people calling me, texting me, the ones that actually believed in everything that I was preaching. They think their rights are taken away. It's kind of funny when you think about it. I have women have a nervous breakdown sending me the bills for their therapists. So, I'm looking into a condo in the Maldives. That's where the 20 million went missing from my campaign. Don't tell anyone. But, I'm just looking into early retirement at this point. I want to get some treatment for my neck.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Donald Trump called me the Gizzard of Oz. I got very sensitive about that recently. And, I'm just going to take a vacation. I came out of nowhere before. I can go back into the abyss now.
Kamala Harris.